I want to just jam the Excruciator then? Probably. I'm not used to playing, like, the blue-black builds with Excruciator, so it is taking some adjusting, like knowing when to pull the trigger on it. Yeah, I feel like they would be in a much better spot here if they had just leveled Stormchaser's talent to level 3. I mean, they don't know I have Harvester of Misery in my hand, but... Okay. They're just digging. Alright, you just get to get them here. Yeah. Like, they're gonna deck before us, so we just want to not die. Unless their last two cards are both Burst Lightnings. Their Ice Tail Explorers get way better. Ooh, I like Deadly Cover-Up. Still a land shy, though. Am I supposed to... I think I'm supposed to discard the Emeritus. Maybe the Harvester? Yeah, let's pitch the Harvester. Welcome in, interwebs. Thanks for being here, checking out the content. Got a video today on Doomsday Excruciator. If you've been following my content at all, you know that I like playing black-based control decks. Kind of was avoiding Doomsday Excruciator, even though it won the Pro Tour. However long ago that was. That wasn't the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Pro Tour, right? It was the Lorwyn Pro Tour. Yeah. Anyway, I've been liking to play blue-black control, but have been hesitant to play the Doomsday Excruciator versions. The main reason is because I felt like Insatiable Avarice, the 3 black, target player draws 3 and discards 3, was just not a good Magic card that you wanted to play, but you kind of had to play it in order to kill your opponents post Doomsday Excruciator reliably without needing an attack step from Restless Reef or like opening yourself up to instant speed removal. And so I felt like it just wasn't worth it. It is also a big ask on the mana base. Like, we notably cannot play any colorless utility lands. So between those two factors, I had been choosing to build blue-black control without Doomsday Excruciator. However, big difference now is Emeritus of Ideation. Fantastic Magic card. Allows you to have Ancestral Recall on a stick, which conveniently says target player draws 3 cards. So you no longer need to play Insatiable Avarice in order to have redundant ways to mill out your opponent post Doomsday. And this one is conveniently a creature, so if it's in your graveyard, you can get it back with Kavaero post Doomsday Excruciator and kill them that way. So that's what convinced me to look at the deck. The builds that have been popping up, the most recent Pro Tour, the Secrets of Strixhaven Pro Tour, this deck did not make the top 8, but it was the top performing. It did have the top performing constructed record at the Pro Tour of the decks that did not make top 8. So a version of Doomsday Excruciator went 9-1. I don't have the results pulled up in front of me, so I can't give credit to the person who did it, but props to them. They must have had the wheels fall off in draft in order to not make top 8. But they were playing like Overlord of the Baelmerk and Deep Oil Gear Hulk, and I tried that version. It seemed okay. Overlord of the Baelmerk, I think at first I was confused. I'm like, why do you want to play this card? It is really bad after Doomsday Excruciator. You can't even attack with it after Doomsday Excruciator, unless you're killing them that turn. But I got a few reps in with that deck, and I liked it. I did not like Cavern of Souls, which is another issue that I have with this deck. This deck is the list that got second place in a recent standard challenge. When was it? Yeah, I'm recording this on the 13th. The standard challenge that this came in second was on the 12th, so yesterday as of recording this, Tuesday. And then by Oaf McNamara, very, very solid MTGO grinder. The only change I made was I cut a swamp for Undercity Sewers just to have 16 blue without counting Cavern of Souls, right? 4, 8, 12, 15, 16 blue without counting Cavern of Souls. Because honestly, like playing Cavern of Souls early to name human in order to cast Kavaero with blue to get full modes on Deceit really, really cuts you off from being able to hard cast Doomsday Excruciator. And so I really hate relying on Cavern of Souls for blue. But that's the only change I made from their deck that came in second at the standard challenge, so props to them. And excuse me, this deck is very solid. It's much more linear because you have like the I win button with Doomsday Excruciator and main decking Duress to just, check to see if the coast is clear to go for your combo kill, or just trade 1-for-1 to oblivion with them. The split of stock up in Winternight Stories, I think is fine. Split on 2 casting cost black removal. Strategic Betrayal is very good against the blue decks, or like the Izzet decks, and very good against the Mardu deck. That's that had a good showing at the Pro Tour and keeps putting up results since then. It's becoming more and more popular, but Strategic Betrayal is really bad against landfall because they usually just sacrifice like an elf or an earthbent token. So having the Strategic Betrayals on the board, I think, is good. Yeah, the deck is very solid. One of my losses was to just not hitting my 6th land, or like being mono screwed in games 2 and 3. And the deck is very mono hungry, so I could see an argument being made to run 26 lands. Playing them one of Malboro as it's like a swamp cycler, so it's kind of your 26th land, and it can also go get the Undercity Sewers, the Surveil land, because it has the type swamp. And it is just a redundant way to mill your opponent for 3. So you can hardcast it, or you can exile it to Kavaero post Doomsday Excruciator, and it gets the job done. But yeah, the deck is sweet. Props to Ulf McNamara for getting second place in a challenge. That's a big game. And I expect this deck to continue to be kind of on the fringes. It is pretty easy to hate out a deck like this just because you're playing like all these big clunkers. And if you just like put enough pressure on this deck in the right way, it's easy for the aggressive decks to kind of like go under it. Not they can't do it every time, but yeah. Not sold on Cavern of Souls, not sold on 25 lands, or not 100% sold on 25 lands, but other than that, I think the list is very solid. I'd have to get more reps to comment on fine-tuning the sideboard, but I feel like Decorum Dissertation is kind of just like a worse outrageous robbery, but I have yet to cast it, so I'm sure that it's good against the control decks. All right, that's it for the deck tech. Enjoy the matches, and let me know what you think. Any and all, especially constructive feedback, is welcome. And if you find the content valuable at all, entertaining or informative, or something else, consider subscribing. Helps to support the channel. Been happy to see the channel grow. It's been a fun project to have, and I appreciate you being here to watch me explore Standard. Been having fun with the channel, and thanks for being here to enjoy it. Peace and chicken grease. Enjoy the matches. Laters. It's not great, but hopefully we can dig to some lands with this sewer. Okay. Nope. If I play a second talent, we can clean up with Day. No, we're probably just gonna cast this Deceit. Oh, okay. Never mind. This feels good. And we are still shy on lands. Oh, wow. Talk about some burst damage. Let's draw a black mana. Hey, alright. Full control. Alright, that feels good. What did we get? We get their crab. And they are probably getting back Sleight of Hand with Storm Chaser's talent. Drawing that land was so clutch, because that also unlocks Winternight Stories for us here. I think I just want to like move in on this Excruciator, so I'm gonna discard the Deceit. Like next turn we're either casting Harvester or Deadly Cover-Up. Maybe moving in on the Excruciator is wrong. I don't have a Restless Reef. Yeah, I probably should have pitched the Excruciator. Okay, that's problematic. Do I want to deadly cover up to get rid of their boomerang basics? Maybe? So they have 1 crab, 1 stallion, 3 slick shots, 3 otters, and 2 more talents. They do have a green source in here, probably just for the back half of Elusive Otter. These prowess builds like vary so much. If I was them, I probably would have just bumped up talent to level 3. Maybe they want to cast Wild Ride here? Well, wow, okay. Putting me to 6 is very relevant. Okay, there's my Restless Reef. Do I want to just jam the Excruciator then? Probably. I'm not used to playing like the blue-black builds with Excruciator, so it is taking some adjusting, like knowing when to pull the trigger on it. Yeah, I feel like they would be in a much better spot here if they had just leveled Stormchaser's talent to level 3. I mean, they don't know I have Harvester of Misery in my hand, but... Okay. They're just digging. Alright, you just get to get them here. Yeah. Like, they're gonna deck before us, so we just want to not die. Unless their last 2 cards are both Burst Lightnings. Yep. Yep. Cool. Okay. What's good against them? Null counters Stormchaser's talent and not much else. I mean, do I want to bring in the Harvester of Misery? I don't know what I want to take out, to be honest. Like, Strategic Betrayal seems good. I don't think I want a Null. Like, talent is like a very potent card against me, but I don't think I want such a narrow answer to it. I kind of want the Ghost Vacuum, and I kind of want the 4th Duress. Maybe I'm supposed to, like, I think trimming Malboro is fine, since Excruciator, like, their whole deck is just cantrips, so just resolving an Excruciator. Seems good, even without like the way to mill them out. Okay. Cavern of Souls is so awkward in this deck. That was a good draw. Like, do I name Demon here, or do I name Human? I don't know. Probably need to name Demon since I don't have the Kavaero in my hand, but it can definitely be very awkward sometimes. Especially the lists that are playing Oil Deep Gearhulk and Cavern of Souls, like I don't know how they make their mono work. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I guess we're gonna be naming Demon. Boomerang Basics. They must have a flow state. Yep. Nice. You go. good one.
I've got a whole plan. You're gonna help. You get to be my protege today.
Are they gonna wild ride it? Boomerang basics on the Storm Chaser's talent.
Plans coming together. I have a plan.
The Cavern of Souls is weird. I do still have Deceit there, right? Yep. Wow. Chunk of damage here. Jeez. Two? I'm just dead? Yeah, we're just dead. Wow. Couldn't draw our 6th land. I thought for sure we were winning that game. Wow. Maybe we do need to bring in Annul. Like, that was pretty awful. I don't think so, but Storm Chaser's Talents is just such a broken Magic card. Oh. These hands are so tempting. We got them all again. Stallion. I'm surprised they didn't go for the adventure there. Losing the Mana Screw is a way to lose playing a deck full of 4, 5, and 6 drops. But let's see what they got. I guess I should have they might have opted if I didn't fire off the Hex right away. So that was a misplay on my part. Should have at least clicked through blockers. Okay, well, they've got a good clock on us. That is not a blue source. It's better than not a land, I guess. They have to play a land here, yeah. Okay. They're mana flooded and we're mana screwed. Ugh. It's awful. I'm supposed to just fire this off, like... Come on, deck. Just getting super flooded. They have 2 sorceries and only 1 instant. If I draw my 6th land and it's a tap land, I'm going to be very tilted. Burst Lightning. They've got to just have infinite Burst Lightnings in their hand, right? Let's see what they got. I guess counter magic would be another thing that they could have. Yeah, that makes sense. Is this getting spell pierced now? Uh-oh. Dear Lord. Well, I mean, I guess I'm casting this. They are just gonna level 3 Storm Chasers talent me. Okay. Yep. Huh. Interesting. Oh my goodness. We might have been in this game if that was an untapped land. I don't think that we would be. Yeah. One more spell kills us. Yep. Good game. What a ridiculous way to lose. Just stuck on 5 lands for infinite turns, games 2 and 3. But hey, that's what we signed up for, I guess, with playing our big clunky creature deck. I need to look at this mana base more closely. This is... Hooray! Gems, gold. 8, 4, 8, 12, 16, 17, 25. And 4, 8, 12, 14, 15. Only 15 blue, not counting Cavern of Souls. You need 16 blue in order to cast Kavaero on turn 4. But let's do that. Okay. Yuhi. We can cycle this. Is this the Una deck? Yes, we want Bitter Triumph and maybe? I might care about the Surveil more from the sewer, but it's hard to say. Wish I could have discarded that Excruciator. No. Be to pitch the Hex, but I don't know what. Yeah, they could have Yuna, in which case they get this guy back, but then I just slam Dimir Excruciator, and then the prepare doesn't matter, and then Malboro kills them from Kavaero. Malboroing kills them. So yeah, let's just get our 6th land. Overlord of the Mistmores. Okay. Well, this guy can get the Surveil lands. This seems just like an inherently good matchup. They're like trying to reanimate stuff, and we're playing 4 Kavaeros, and they just don't have a way to favorably interact with Excruciator. I probably care about Flashfreeze. I might care about Deathmark. I probably care about Strategic Betrayal in the end. Day does not seem good. Harvester does not seem good. Hex does not seem like they have FOMO, but it's still not great. Do I care about Deathmark? I don't think so. They're insane for a sideboard. They can't play Restless Reef because they're playing a deck. So if I play Lantern, Vacuum. Vacuum's probably good because they can power on stuff and then pop the triggers. Maybe I should have Vacuum in. Is that Vacuum? I don't remember. Yeah, Strategic Betrayal's probably enough. We'll see. Duress might not be as best against them because they're so heavy. The only non-creature is always so I'll probably just take some Duress. In my mind, this is a structurally very good matchup. Maybe I might get lost or some sort of interaction, so maybe Rest's fine again. We'll see. They just that's how they're doing. That was my last board in the 3 minutes. I mean, this is the match for them, so as much as I dislike people disconnecting because it doesn't make great content, I understand why they make that sentiment. Sometimes I do disconnect unintentionally, especially when I'm playing on my phone, and it's like, oh hey, the kid sees something or something pops up and you just like put your own element to it. But so if anybody out there has been in that situation against me, I apologize. I'm not doing it on purpose. Yeah, it seems like it's disconnected. Well, does not make for ATV. Alright. Jegs, Visser, and Avis. I don't know what that means. Ooh, we're on the draw. I mean, there. It's too bad. Take it. If this is a cool boat route, it's probably too late though. Yep. Real stinker to keep against them. Am I supposed to just bounce the Mako? Maybe. That's probably the play, honestly. Like, if I just discard, then the Mako just grows. I mean, we could still win this if we have a Kavaero in the top 5 cards of our deck. I think I need to pitch the Excruciator just to give myself the out to draw Kavaero. But this is a lot of lands. Would much prefer to not have a handful of lands. We might just be dead if they level up Coolboat Rune. does that kill us? That might kill us. So that's going to be 4, 8 from the academic. So 8 from the Cecil. And then... so we have to draw Black Suns in it? That's not it. Alright. We kept a really slow hand against an aggro deck. I mean, it was in the dark, but still. Okay, the Annul definitely comes in. Harvester, Betrayal. What's not good against them? Emeritus is probably too slow. Malboro. But then if we like take out all our ways to mill them, then maybe Excruciator isn't good against them either. I feel like we have to go for the quick win against them though. I mean, I guess we have Restless Reef. Do they keep in their hexes against us though? I can't imagine that they do. Maybe like Trim and Excruciator. And I'm gonna say like Trim a Duress. Duress seems like it could be very medium. We probably want Flashfreeze more than we want Duress. Like Flashfreeze counters Schoolbit Rude and it counters Hardened Academic and FOMO. Do we want Ghost Vacuum? They play the Flashback spell and Bloodghast. So maybe. Do I want it more than anything else that's here, though? I don't think so. Okay. Got our Mountain of Removal. Answer to Iron Shield Elf. If we draw one more land, then we can stock up and dig for a bridge to something. Okay, this is going according to plan. I guess we take Reef and Day. Or it might be Reef and Hex. We already have an answer to Iron Shield Elf. Yeah, I'm fine with Reef and Hex. Well, now we don't have an answer to Iron Shield Elf. Nice. Cool, but rude. That's not good. Why didn't they level this up? That was a good draw. Yeah, maybe trimming the Excruciator was a bad idea, because now we're just going to lose the long game to them. Probably go get another copy of Cool But Rude. Or if they play Casey Jones. I think I need to myself here. So the Crimson Pulse, okay. That was good. Might not be enough though. If they get any discard outlet, then we just die. Yeah. Oh no, I can kill them with a Restless Reef. That was great. Still Explorer. What a great top deck. That was very good. Okay, well, we get to slam Emeritus. I should not have attacked, because they can play Mightform Harmonizer, and then that will make Ice Till a 4, 8, 16, 32, so I have to block with Emeritus now. Yeah, I should not have attacked with Kavaero. I'm playing very poorly today. I hate this Cavern of Souls in this deck so much. I mean, I'm sure that if I was playing against a deck with counter spells, I would feel otherwise, but having to name a non-demon with Cavern of Souls feels so bad. Wow. Taking was a good. I guess not. I can't get the Mightform Harmonizer or the Ice Till Explorer. So nice top deck. Playing so poorly today, Sean. Shoot the sheriff is fine. Strategic Betrayal is not that good against them. Yeah, if I didn't attack with that Kavaero, yeah, it would have been a very different game. Don't want too many Duresses. Maybe I don't want any Duresses. Cut a Hex since we're bringing in Deathmark, maybe. All these decks are just so powerful. Like, and they have so many varied game plans. It's very difficult to be prepared for all angles as a control deck. Elf. Bushwhack, okay. Rest in peace. Interesting. I think I'm supposed to just get to 6 on this and then bounce their rest in peace. I mean, we'll see what else they play here. I'm honestly a little surprised that the landfall deck is playing Rest in Peace. Excuse me. So they're leaving a mana up, which means that they probably are holding a royal treatment. So this Bitter Triumph might not be very good. Man, I guess I'm gonna counter this. Okay, I'll take that. I'm supposed to do this. Try and hit some lands. Get rid of this Kavaero. Restoration magic. Was not expecting that one. Really? They drew the one land that lets them hold up Restoration Magic after playing Icetill Explorer. I guess they can't erode and play and hold up Restoration Magic. Ugh. So good. Messages. Okay. Hey. It's a top deck. It's about Deathmark. Lucky. Maybe we do want Ghost Vacuum. Can cut a Kavaero. I mean, they brought in Rest in Peace. That, I don't know. Do I want to bring the Duresses back in if they're playing Rest in Peace and Restoration Magic? Probably. Hmm. Maybe I could have cut one more hex on the draw. Or on... No, I need hexes on the draw. This is not a good hand. I have to mulligan this. This is not particularly good either. Very slow hand from them. No cub, no chocobo. Let's see what they got. Probably have like Earthbender's Ascension, Mossborn Hydra, Ice Till, Harmonizer, calling it. Rest in peace. Well, that's awkward. Okay, we drew a land. Supposed to... Yeah, I think I'm supposed to just do this now. This deck is so clunky. They have to just draw a card. Wow, they did not draw a card. Ooh. They have to erode their own thing, right? I'm surprised they have not drawn a card with Soul Guide Lantern yet. So now they're moving in on the Bossing Say plan. They just really don't want to pop that Soul Guide Lantern. I guess like not having to play Rest in Peace means that like their Ice Till Explorers get way better. Ooh, I like Deadly Cover Up. Still a land shy though. Am I supposed to? I think I'm supposed to discard the Emeritus. Maybe the Harvester? Yeah, let's pitch the Harvester. Why are they still not popping that Soul Guide Lantern? I guess they want to like just wait for me to cast a Kavaero. They are being so patient. But I think I get them, because I get to just play Doomsday next turn. And then Emeritus the following turn. What a weird game. I think Rest in Peace. I'd have to go back and look at the list that won the Pro Tour. I don't think they were playing Rest in Peace in their sideboard. It seems so at odds with Ice Still in their deck. Ice Still is like one of their best cards. I mean, let's be honest, their whole deck is just jam-packed with insane cards. But that's the state of Standard these days, I guess. So they are holding up. They're holding up Erode. Just kill my own Doomsday so that I don't deck out before I can get them with Emeritus. This is probably unnecessary, but I just need to not die until they have 3 cards in their deck, so Casting Day probably accomplishes that as well, but this just gives me the extra warm and fuzzy. Oh, I could have targeted it and then made them draw. This rock is it a May? It's not a May. All right, we got one. Okay. 2 and 2 on the night. Yeah, and one of the wins was against that weird that Una deck that just scooped. Yeah, I mean the deck is super clunky, and we're only playing 25 lands. I could see playing a 26 land in the deck, to be honest. Cavern of Souls is really, really awkward, but like, especially on the ladder, I think Control has enough of a metagame share that it kind of makes sense to play it. I would honestly prefer to see the Cavern of Souls in the sideboard. Because, like, the number of times that, like, we had to play it before turn 5 and had to choose between calling human and demon. I mean, we got punished for it once. Yeah. I like Duress in the main deck of this deck. Malboro, I thought I would dislike it. And I was tempted to just cut it for an Emeritus. But I think Malboro, like, does enough something different. I guess Malboro was, like, considered the 26th land in the deck, I guess. Could make the case for that. But yeah, I like Doomsday allows the deck to, like, have a powerful thing instead of just trying to respond to your opponent's powerful thing to do. So it's probably correct to build blue-black control in this way. I know in previous seasons I was a big proponent of not playing Doomsday Excruciator, but I think now that Emeritus allows you to not have to play Insatiable Avarice, it's probably just correct to play Doomsday. The only thing I'm unsure of is the Cavern of Souls in the main deck. Yeah, cool. Let me know what you think. How are you building Doomsday these days? Do you agree that Doomsday is a necessary main deck card now? And would love to hear what you think. Thanks for sticking around this far, especially if you made it this far. Consider subscribing to the channel, helps to grow the channel, and appreciate any and all feedback, especially constructive feedback. All right, catch you next time. Peace and chicken grease.